of it made sense, and it felt like it was that important for Canadians, I could support it, but it probably isn't. Like, there's no rationale for the size and the scale of this, to triple it from 5%, which they were already being taken to court for.
Yeah.
But to go to 15% is just utterly absurd.
Yeah.
And, to your point, if we thought the Reagan ad pissed off the Americans, wait until they react to this.
Yeah, but Ashley, this is, I'll go back to Mark Carney. Like, I believe he sees stuff like this and says, what's going on here? Like, we're trying to run a country here, and we got clowns dropping bombs that I'm going to have to deal with. CRTC doesn't have to go to the White House. CRTC doesn't have to negotiate a trade deal. I wish that I could get behind him a lot more if he would go and like you do with a dog that keeps pissing on the couch. You wrap him over the nose with a newspaper. They got to start doing that with these guys. Come on.
But maybe this is more of that irritant, right? Like, we're seeing crazy stories come out the U.S., left, right, and center. Maybe this is something that this is a lever that they feel like they can pull on, right? In order to get more money, in order to try to get more money this way towards us as Canadians. I'm not saying that it's going to work. I know that, maybe they're just throwing that dart at the board, hoping that it gets hit. I don't know in this case. But yeah, it would have been great in our trade negotiations if we were able to do the digital service tax. Like, things like that, I think when we first went at the U.S. with negotiations, we felt like we were playing nice and we were kind of going along, but that should have been a sticking point, right? And it's hindsight, because we can say that now. And I think because they're taking a harder line, and we are looking elsewhere and not just looking to the U.S. And bringing other powers into the fold with us to push forward. So yeah, this one is a head scratcher though.
Yeah, and look, when the digital services tax got wiped off the map, I was surprised that we didn't try to leverage it to get a concession from the Americans, and they still got pissed with us. so this, it's just, again, like, we got to be walking in lockstep. Like, we've got to be perfect. We got to be smarter than the Americans. We got to be more efficient than the Americans, or we're going to get eaten for lunch. And if our CRTC is saying dumb stuff like this on the eve of renegotiations, when we saw what happened to that digital services tax, I don't know what hope we've got going into the negotiations. But listen, I'll remain optimistic. Ashley, thank you. Chris, thank you. I hope you guys had great weeks. I hope you have even better weekends.
Thank you too, guys.
And thank you so much. As a reminder, if you want more BMS, we put out a podcast every day. Now you can find more content on X, on Instagram, and on YouTube.
I think I turned right here. I got music.